My brothers and sisters, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to tell you how you can overcome your social anxiety in 2 simple steps. So guys, social anxiety is very prevalent in this day and age. First of all, I want you to understand you're not alone, and every single person that you know, every person that you think that doesn't have social anxiety, guys, they have social anxiety. You know why? Because that fear is within us. Back in the day, I want you to rewind, close your eyes and think back to 1400 years ago, right? When there were tribes. There was a bunch of tribes. There was no social media. There was none of this bullshit. There was tribes. There was different tribes here. There's a tribe there. And to earn your stripes and to actually fit into the tribe, you had to actually go and represent yourself in a certain way and act in a certain way so you can actually fit in this tribe. And guys, we're still humans, right? We haven't. We're there's not. It's not like we're human 2.0s now. We're still humans. We still have the same brains, and we still do the same things on a daily basis, right? We still have 2 eyes. We still have a nose. We still have a mouth. So first of all, I want you to understand this fear is there because when you go into a new social situation, you don't know what the outcome will be, and it is normal, guys. It's not a bad thing, right? This is just so you can actually fit into the tribe. They accept you, and then you get a place in the tribe, right? That could be either you become a slave, you get killed. That was the fear back in the day. That's why we have that fear. Or you enter the family, you work your way up, whatever it is, right? You work your way up, you earn your stripes. Now, the difference is, guys, we don't still have this concept. The society and the world is a lot safer now. There is no threat. You're not most likely in most situations you're not going to be killed. You're not really going to get killed. You're not going to get shot. You're not going to get stabbed. I know it still happens, but I'm just saying, if in the real world, it is way, way, way less common than it was before, right? There's way more less threats. Life is more safer. We're always at home. We have things like Uber Eats. We have things like uh, COVID, which have made us way more safer. We just live in a way more safer world, right? It's very, very unlikely. Crime rates have gone down significantly. It's way more unlikely that there is actually a threat and that something is going to happen to you. There's that, and then there's also you thinking that you're going to get judged or embarrassed. And to that, I say you're not that important. You're coming from a narcissistic mindset because you feel like everyone's eyes are on you. You're at the grocery store and you're about to grab an apple or something like that, and you're thinking that everyone's gonna if you grab this apple and you drop it, everyone's gonna start laughing at you. That is not the case, guys. That is a very common scenario for people to think, but that is not the case. You're not that important. Everyone is doing their own thing. And thirdly, you're gonna die. You're gonna die soon anyway. So why the hell do you care so much, right? Why the hell do you care so much? So first of all, stop valuing others so much and understand that this fear has been instilled in you since you are here to be protected. God has made you so you're supposed to be protected. That is a protective mechanism that we have in our bodies to keep us safe. And it is normal to have this kind of fear, right? It's not a bad thing. Everyone has it to a certain degree, right? It's normal, it keeps us safe. So, secondly, I want you to realize you probably haven't spoken to enough people. So, if you look at your average person who doesn't have social anxiety, they talk to a lot of people, they have a lot of friends, they're in a lot of social situations. They might have a job which allows them to talk to copious amounts of people. So their life and the way that their life, and also whilst they were growing up, they probably have better social conditioning than you. They were probably more loved. They were probably more appreciated. They were probably more. Every time they did something socially, they were applauded for it. They were given high fives, or there was some sort of a positive feedback, right? Whereas you particularly whenever you did something, you had a negative feedback loop. You were screamed at, you were hit, you were beaten, you were made fun of, you were embarrassed, you were laughed at, you were bullied, whatever it may be for you, right? That is what happened to you. But guys, you're not still living in that same reality. It has been years since that has happened, or it's been even months since that has happened, and you're not living that reality. And the thing is, your RAS, your reticular activating system, is only focusing on that part because that's what you've constructed in your mind. So you're only focusing on the negative portion. So, guys, what you have to do is you have to start talking to a bunch more people. I would say the 10,000 rule applies here. If you do something for 10,000 hours, you will master it. So, guys, number one, reconstruct your mind. Number two, talk to 10,000 people. I know you're like, what, 10,000 people? That's so much. But, bro, if you divide it into 10,000, how many days is it? Bro, if you really, really obviously it's going to take years, but I'm saying if you really, really put this into practice, you can get it done within 3 years, right? And the time is going to pass anyway. So would you rather not be less socially anxious within 3 4 years, or would you rather still live in this bubble that you're living in, and just be so confined in your own space that you can't really do anything, you can't really level up, you can't you can't build better relationships, you can't build better friends, you can't build a better relationship with your family. Don't you want to be closer to your mom? Don't you want to be able to give your dad a hug? Don't you want to get a certain promotion at work? Don't you want to talk to your boss and tell him how valuable you are? And all these things apply to. Don't you want to get a sales job? Don't you want to make more money? This all relates back to this social anxiety, guys. So put that 10,000 people, 10,000 hour rule into practice, and start every day. Start talking to new people. Start talking to new people, because once you do, you'll realize that it was all in your head, and you're just really every time you don't talk to a person, you're getting confirmation bias that yes, I can't talk to people, I'm socially anxious. And every time you tell yourself yes, I'm socially anxious, you stuff your mind up even more, right? Because you're doing that every single time. Every single time you say I'm socially anxious, so I'm not going to do this because of a certain construct that you build in your mind, you become more socially anxious. But every time you go opposite, every time you go and if you go and join like a public speaking class, and then you go and then you get applauded for your public speaking, now all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can do this, I am capable. And then once you start doing it on a regular basis and you start talking to more people, then voila, your social anxiety has gone. And guys, you should reframe it as just nervousness. You're not socially anxious. This word social anxiety just seems so terrible. So don't label it as social anxiety, guys. Okay? So guys, that is the video. My spouse is here, so I gotta stop recording. But guys, I hope that helps. I hope that really helps. And if it does, leave a comment, leave a like. I hope that helps. And I will speak to you next time. Thank you.